Bro, we know you don't wear drawers going to Walmart.
Well, yeah, that's what you said, Log.
Yeah, I'm just saying though.
Hey, man, there's a lot of things you don't do.
Man, let you know I shower and I wash up though, cause my butt
Do you? Do you
my
though?
butt don't be stinking. Like
I don't know,
I feel that comfortable enough to go out with no drawers.
Nah, fam, you just out here, you just being filthy for the public out here.
I'm Walmart with no drawers all the time though.
Yeah, that's what you said. That's what you told us.
Let's not get off subject. How we gonna be not wearing drawers? So you better be not wearing drawers. I want to get people that image though.
You did say that though, man.
Let's keep my drawers and my underwear in my drawer. Come on now.
Let's keep it where they belong in the drawer.
And we're back with episode number 26.
Is it 26? 25? I thought it was 25.
I'm pretty sure it's 25.
We don't know.
Back to episode. We're filming some of these ahead, but that's all good. We hope that you had a Merry Christmas.
Yes.
This is the day after, and we're so glad that you happen to spend that with us. All right, you had time to spend with your family yesterday on the Lord's Day.
Yep.
All right, you know
That's
what I'm
crazy.
saying. The first time I can remember that Christmas was actually
Like on a Sunday.
in a minute.
That question. I know this is technically before we're recording before, but this one actually going to air after.
Yeah.
Did any of y'all go to church?
That's me.
Look, are you going to church? That's the question.
I
said it right.
Look,
are any of y'all?
Did I?
Did you look? Did you go to church? Are you going to go to
like
church?
Denzel and Fences?
Yeah.
What kind of fool behind question you gonna ask me? I like that.
I said it. I said it like that. Any of y'all going to church in the future?
Yeah. So I already
future me / past me.
I just went to church this past Saturday. All right, we're doing church on Saturday instead of Sunday.
So you ain't going? All
right, no, we already went to church on Sat. We're doing church on Saturday.
Oh, so you one of them now?
What does that even mean?
Going to church on the Lord's Day?
The church door is going to be open.
You going to go? That's the question.
I might.
No,
actually, I will.
Future Shock ain't going.
I went. All right.
I
ain't gonna talk
They're
about
actually having
me.
church on Sunday though.
Yeah, the church doors are always open because I got the keys to the
Praise
building.
God.
I got the keys.
Oh, you actually have a
We
service?
probably are going to have
service.
church. We probably are going to have service. The pastor's there. We're going to have service.
All
right.
But for those, because you know you have young kids, a lot of people see Christmas as family time. Put your personal opinions out of it. What? Like I just said, a lot of people see Christmas, maybe not you, but a lot of people out there see Christmas as a time.
Maybe not someone here.
You remember that? But somebody out
there.
there. Exactly. We see Christmas as time to spend with family, just like Thanksgiving and everything else. So a lot of people would be like, I just want to spend time with my family, especially for those that are traveling in from distances.
I mean, you make an excuse for it, but it's all right.
I make whatever I want, all right? And God, you know my heart.
Question for y'all that's listening out there: count how many times we get off subject.
It's going to be.
It's
going to be 2 times.
If that's the case, look. If that's the case, you go ahead and click off this right now.
Go ahead,
you set yourself up way too high expectations.
Don't do that. Don't do that. So yeah, we hope that you had a Merry Christmas. Adults, I hope you got everything you wanted. Kids, I hope you. I don't know if any kids be watching our podcast, but we'll see. We're gonna start this podcast off with a fun game, okay?
All right.
Because I work with kids and I like playing games. So I'm gonna give my co-host. Look, we got my awesome co-host out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know because I feel like co is a representative of 2. So what do you call 3 hosts? We got our tri-host.
Panel maybe. We put co-host. We won't complicate it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So co-host, it's your boy Shaka Andrew. To my left, we got
my Anthony Jones.
Do that dance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Put your hands down. Put your hands down.
And to his immediate left is,
which is y'all's right, the one and only Bakari.
He's trying to think of something cool to say.
Mr. All Night Andrew.
It's all night. That's why you got 4 kids.
What? This is beyond
kids, huh?
me.
You know what? I apologize.
You said,
no, you said like all night, like as until like
nah,
Santa
dog,
Claus,
dude. Anyway,
you know,
Shaka, what's your game you play? Let's take on
Santa
that.
Claus be out all night though, so I was saying like Mr. All Night, like I'm about to sit there and give presents, out to the community.
This is a father-based podcast. Isn't it? We ain't talking about
none of that.
We ain't talking about those yet.
I'm
I'm just saying though.
Wait until we get that one specific sponsorship.
Right. Listen,
it's coming.
Sheesh.
You know,
That was worse than the awkward dance right there. I thought I couldn't mess it up. I said, nah, Bakari he's gonna top it somehow, and he did.
Absolutely. I think for the first time Anthony cut his heat on all year. It's actually nice and toasty in here.
It is toasty.
Like
I think he got it on 78.
I actually had it set on 70. It's slick hot though with all these people in here. I'm not used to having any people in my house.
It's all good. So on the count of 3, we're all going to sing a Christmas song that is in our head, and we're going to see if any of us are actually singing the same song. So for the person that is the odd man out, you have to stop singing. All right?
Okay. What if we all 3 didn't mess up?
If none of us are singing the same song, then we stop. Give ourselves 5 seconds, and then we're going to come back and try it again until at least 2 of us are singing the same song.
I don't know if I know that many songs, but it's okay.
It ain't going to take but 3 tries, all right? Ain't
all right,
that many
go.
Christmas songs. All right.
Let's do it.
You got a song in your head?
Yep.
You got a song in your head?
In the mental.
All right.
In the mental, like I
1, 2, 3, go.
Hey,
Rudolph the mistletoe.
Mr. Grinch.
I'm gonna get
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
All right, stop. Y'all
You're as
trash.
cuddly
Okay.
as a cactus. You're as charming as Neil. Mr.
Thank you.
Grinch.
All right. Think of another song.
I don't have that many.
I'm gonna give you a second. All right,
I'm
you
gonna
had
do
a
the course
second.
of one. I
Hold
don't
on,
know.
wait a
Hold
minute,
on.
Dad.
You ain't got another
I feel
song?
like Christmas happens all year round, man. I gotta bring these
much.
songs back out.
You're right. You got to dust it back off. I don't think I know all the words this one.
All right. 1, 2, 3, go.
Let
Silent night.
Do you know that shit?
Let it snow.
And dancer.
Oh, see.
All right.
And prancer.
All right. So look. So apparently that's a good thing for the podcast. We on 3 different wavelengths.
We stay on
Bakari
3
is
different
more of on the Grinch and
Yeah.
Santa Claus. I was on Let It Snow / Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I don't know what Shaka was singing.
I was singing the Chris Brown. Hang on to Mistletoe. I don't even know. This Christmas, maybe.
Yeah, this Christmas. I just know the chorus.
You know, that's it. So we came together. We wanted to do a white elephant.
No, okay. Well, you go ahead. You finish. You're right.
What? Well, now what you say? What you got to say, Claude?
Man, you
No,
got
no.
No, we're not finishing it because it's gonna take us forever.
Go ahead.
I ain't know we transitioned.
Can I
out
start?
of it, though.
I already knew we transitioned. I already knew what he was going to say
I
next.
transitioned about it.
All right, let's go ahead.
So we wanted to do the white elephant, Chinese, whatever y'all want to call it out. You know, I feel
I
like
got my gift.
I feel like all of those ways of calling this Christmas game a Christmas game all sound slick racist. I don't like calling it that. So we're gonna call it. We're gonna have our gift exchange. All right, because I love you guys. And let me see. So
This man bought a whole heap.
the blackest thing that you can do is give somebody a gift and say what? I need that bag back.
I need that bag back, brother.
Let me get that bag back. All right. So Anthony, that's for you.
Oh,
Bakari,
yeah, you know.
that's for you. All right. Y'all go ahead and open it up for the people.
For the people. So, okay, noted, we want to say this for the public, people who are listening.
For the people.
Shaka did not actually buy anything. He literally texted us on the way over here talking about, hey, yo, I think it'd be a good idea if we did a gift exchange.
Duncan.
What in the world is this?
Since this fugazi,
222X.
nah,
Bro, that is a big X.
This man has been repping Tennessee like he don't cheer for Michigan no more.
Hey, man, listen.
So first of all,
You got me a dirty Tennessee onesie? Oh,
that's not dirt, man.
oh, that's dirt.
That's not dirt, man. That's not dirt. That might be a little dirt.
You know what? I got it next episode.
Been repping the Tennessee though.
Tennessee.
But who's the squad though?
Tennessee.
Don't worry, though.
Tennessee.
Shout-
But to be fair, so
Lord, I
got my man some cologne.
Oh, he got that. Is that
Prada.
Prada? Oh my
Prada,
God,
though.
that Prada?
That Prada.
Hey, you bought my man's Prada?
My man got that
Prada though. I
Hey.
let him have it though.
Don't worry, I got
Oh,
you something.
you ain't buy this?
Huh?
He did.
Y'all bought that.
When?
I bought that when I bought. I was probably about a year or so ago.
Oh, you ain't use none of this?
Nah, I didn't really like it.
They don't smell it on me. He said, if you don't smell good. Dang. He said, I want to spray it on me. It's not bad. It smells like perfume on the low, but
I ain't gonna hold you. Wow.
I ain't gonna hold you.
That's like perfume.
It low key smell like you go to church on Sunday. This is what your mama be wearing as y'all leaving the house. That's what that is.
It smell like that church lady that give good hugs.
Yeah, that's exactly what that smell like. Hey, how you doing, baby? How you doing, Miss Johnson? She give me a good hug.
Nah, that's that 5-second embrace hug right there. I'm here to give you a blessing, baby. Come on, give me a hug.
Come on, give me a hug.
I ain't gonna smell kind of good though.
That did smell kind of good.
I'm gonna wear it to work. and
Actually,
see
I
everybody
was
say
with
it.
Bakari when you bought that. Actually,
That's why I got the
Dang.
Kings.
bruh, where did you still haven't worn that?
What, that one?
You were emphasize, bro. We took forever to buy that too, and you never wore
because
it.
the thing is, when I sprayed
he bought it because of the name Prada.
Really?
No, because at one time, like I
guy.
said, I did like it, but then, like I said, you got to think colognes smell different based on the chemicals that your body releases. See the thing? No, I'm serious.
This my man's here.
The notes. So as into,
Lie your lie. Go
no,
ahead,
I'm
brother.
serious because the thing is, if
Speaking of cologne, I got yours in the room, Bakari. I'll hook you up after we leave you over
see-
here because I didn't grab mine.
but see the thing is though, like in
Smell
which
like Mrs. Johnson. Like he smell like a good hug.
Hey, they lost by the
but
way.
from what somebody told me,
No,
I
they
remember-
didn't.
Jackson State lost.
Jackson State Law.
Jackson State
Oh,
lost.
sorry, we was sidetracked. We were watching
They got him there though.
the
but-
game prior before here, but they ain't Coach Prime. It's all right.
But
Anyway.
honestly, like I do feel like different colognes like depends on the chemicals that your body releases. Not like bad chemicals.
But you
But
smell
how
like that?
But how it connect, like I said, how it pairs with the chemicals that your body releases, it kind of sets off a different note. Like it'll still smell like.
So
that,
what I got
but-
to do with the
So
like
no, I'm
what's
saying
in the
like
bottle?
so when you
though?
spray it.
What I got to
so
do
you know
with
how
the
you spray it
bottle?
on your neck, right?
You just bought it. Just say you bought it because of the name, man.
No, not the name.
I was with you when you
Not
bought
the
it.
name. No, I know you bought it, but when I sprayed it on the paper,
Uh-huh.
and then like I sprayed it, like I said, when I wore it outside, it didn't have the same smell.
What?
As
What?
to the chemicals
What?
that my
Mellow
body
John.
releases,
What?
and that it was
What?
pairing up with the cologne.
What?
Look here, as it was pairing up, it didn't have the same feature smell that it had whenever I was in the store buying it.
That's because when you spray it on the paper, it's like mostly alcohol.
Oh, you fan it out.
But
He
you still
didn't.
smell
You
the most.
He
No, I
bought it
did.
because of the name. Just admit.
No,
Just
I
say, man.
fan, first of all, every cologne I
smells
buy,
good.
I got the Gucci one. He got the Prada one. The
Because
Gucci
I
smells
bought-
amazing. No, I still got that Gucci. That Gucci
I got
smells
I got the
amazing.
Prada and I got the Dolce Gabbana, whatever it is, Dolce
Dolce.
Gabbana, whatever.
You know,
it
it's
is.
I know what you
Look, but the Kings one I did like. As you see, I used that turn around. You'll see because it was filled to the top.
Oh, was that to the very top?
He tried
It was to the very top, so I used it. I just preferred the King one better.
8 racks gone. He did spend money on it though.
This
Nah,
is a pretty penny.
for that and the
I think it was a BOGO deal.
yeah for that one
Did you
and the
get, did you
King.
get the gold?
Oh, I did.
Oh, you got the free?
No, I bought when
Nah,
we bought it
I
at the
bought
same
two
time.
of
Oh,
I bought two. No, I bought two. I bought like this is the Millionaires one, and then I bought
The Dolce one is the one I really like.
Gucci one.
And my wife bought me this other Kings one from what is it? From my guy, what is it? Antonio Banderas.
First of all, we didn't give out free
Bro.
game out here.
You want to
Listen, don't worry. That's maybe.
I felt like you just got us off topic, brother.
Yeah, look, strike one.
Hella off topic.
He's trying.
Told y'all to count.
He was trying to defend
count.
why he just bought the cologne for the name.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Nah, I'm not finna. I smelled it before. I just prefer the other one better, to be honest.
So y'all be wearing different colognes, man? I
Yeah.
feel like as a
I
man,
got
you should
3.
buy one cologne and you stick with that one cologne.
So let me tell you,
What?
I got 3.
'Cause that's your
I got-
signature.
I got my signature one, which was my Antonio Banderas.
Uh-huh.
I can't tell y'all the name of that one.
Yeah.
But then I got
You right.
I got the Kings, which is the one I bought that one day with Anthony, and then I got this other one that my wife bought me. I got 3.
All right, so I got a bunch, but I have one that I use for like basically everyday use. Like if I'm
Which
going to
one is
work,
that one? Yeah.
it's
so the nice light smell.
yes, it's like the Millionaire one.
Okay.
But if I'm going out, like hey, we're going out to hang out in public,
Yeah.
I might wear the Gucci one because that one holds a little bit stronger scent and stuff on that one. But if I'm going to, I was going to say if I'm going to Walmart or something like that, I just need a little like something. I have
You
one.
ain't wash your
Nah.
nether region.
Listen, it don't cover up that. Now, if you stink like that, it don't cover. Don't get it twisted, guys. Listen, if you are a guy that's convinced of a lot of cologne can cover up being musty, it cannot. All you think, what they say? That's like when you go to the bathroom and you try to spray Febreze or something in there. And the only thing you smell is pooptress. That's what you.
I don't put on cologne going out to like Walmart and stuff.
I put like a.
Bro, we know you don't wear drawers going to Walmart.
Well, yeah, that's what you said, Log.
Hey, I'm just saying though.
Hey man, there's a lot of things you don't do.
But I let you know I shower and I wash up though, cause my butt
do
don't-
you?
don't be believing
Do you
that,
though?
My butt don't be stinking like
No,
that.
It is.
I don't know,
I feel
bro.
that comfortable enough to
Oh, hey,
to
man.
go out with no drawers.
Nah, fam,
to
you
go-
you just out here, you just being filthy for the
But I
public
like I'm
out
going
here.
to Walmart with no drawers all the time though.
Yeah, that's what
Let's
you
not get
said.
off
That's what
subject.
you told us
Let's not
on
get off subject.
That's
How
what
we
you told us on
gonna
Pop
be not wearing drawers?
So you
Why
better
we gonna be not wearing drawers? I
We
want
talking about-
to
we
get,
talking
I
about
want
going
to
to
give people
Walmart.
that image. Let's
You did say that though, man.
keep it
let's
light.
keep my drawers and my underwear in my drawer. Come on now.
Let's keep it where they belong in the drawer. All right, Shaka.
Yo, I had something else to say, but on the topic of being musty, right? This is actually on topic, but off topic. You had 1 week, and you can only do one and not the other. Would you rather go a week without brushing your teeth or go a week without putting on deodorant?
Deodorant.
You go a week without putting on deodorant?
Yeah. I don't like if I'm thinking about my normal week personally.
Oh, brother.
Bro, I
Brother,
literally
brother,
I'm
brother.
gonna tell you
I ain't gonna lie though.
I look before y'all asked me what I was doing in the bathroom. I was brushing my teeth. I literally brushing my teeth.
I was about to give you crap for that, but I can't. Go ahead.
First and foremost, so you gonna ask me about brushing my teeth? But no, I think of it this way: like if I'm thinking my normal daily, like my weekly activities that I currently do.
Yeah.
I haven't tested this theory, but I can't fathom trying. I talk to people for a living all day.
Yeah.
I can't give people the hey, how you doing?
Popping
All
the
that, all the heavy H words.
Popping the mint. He didn't say you couldn't eat a mint.
But I don't know. I literally
Mouthwash?
So,
You can even use mouthwash.
example would be. So I personally, when y'all were coming in here, I didn't brush my teeth before y'all came in here. I've been here sitting here chilling all day. But literally, me licking my teeth, feeling like the
you feel that
grittiness,
grit?
I was so uncomfortable.
I
in my
can't
mind,
stand
I
that,
was
though.
personally so uncomfortable
Yeah.
that I
feel
left.
that.
Well, you guys talking, brushing your
Yeah.
teeth. So I can
Dang.
only imagine a week's worth.
So you wasn't in the dropping the deuce?
Huh?
You wasn't in the dropping the deuce?
I mean, I do that too, but I'm just saying.
you just gonna tell the people?
Yeah, you try to put it out there. I'm gonna own it too. That's what you try to get. You try to play me, but I said yes.
Oh, so you're not embarrassed?
No. It's my podcast. Y'all came to listen.
I bet. How much toilet paper did you use, player?
A lot.
I was making sure, man. You don't pre-count it?
Why would I pre-count? You know what? Why would we count squares? Are you still taking your shirt off in there when you go to the bathroom?
1,000%. 1,000%.
Why? How do we get
Because,
here?
man, we already know I don't want smell sticking to my skin, all right? Because it changes the chemicals when I put the cologne
Us getting
on.
off topic.
Hey,
It was
but
supposed to be
blends-
about deodorant and breath, and now we talking about poop.
No.
Number 4 out here. We're going to
I
make it to the
kept- I
12th day
kept
of
it G.
Christmas before we get this going.
All right, but
I kept it
you
G.
pick one.
So for me, I think I might have to say deodorant.
All right.
Go a week without deodorant?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not deodorant. I'm talking about like I would have to put on deodorant.
Oh,
I
you
know
feel
we got-
kiss your wife with that yuck mouth?
Hey, first of all,
can do it.
she already accepted me for what I was.
Wow.
Amen. Amen.
To the good and bad.
That's what you said. That's what the preacher said,
in
right?
the
That's great.
But nah, I mean, truthfully, because the reason why I say this because I've been around somebody who hasn't put on deodorant, and man, when I say I about wanted to throw up,
that bad.
bro, that bad, like when
They're
it
not
burned your
showering.
eyes like onions,
Bro, that's
Like
they're
red
not
onions.
showering.
Yeah,
that's what that is too.
Nah, that's
they didn't say you
fault,
can shower.
man.
They say use no
Listen.
deodorant.
I work at a gym. I work around a lot of people that be working out that don't have proper body odor.
because I feel like it
makes you
truly,
throw up. It
like
makes
I
you-
feel
I
like
said we
so you
upset.
said for a
The
week,
funk.
right?
Oh,
You
huh?
said for a week, right? Just a
Yeah,
week.
4 weeks, 7 days.
So I feel like it truly takes, like, I think putting on no deodorant.
That takes more effort.
It takes
That's a
it
lot.
takes how many? Look, if you put on wake up, put on no deodorant within that first couple hours of you moving around. Let's say getting dressed, getting prepared for work.
Yeah.
Right.
You already start to smell yourself. I know
not after a shower.
Not
for me, like when I first got the shower and I'm moving around, let's say I'm trying to find some stuff,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to make my lunch and stuff for work. Like I know if I forget to put on deodorant, I'm like, yo, okay, you start to get that little
About
moist,
that
that little moist feeling.
time. I'm clocking this.
Start getting a little
about that time.
self-conscious. Like I've left the house before, but I didn't put on deodorant. And but I ain't gonna lie, I do is like in my mind I can
stand
smell
up.
me. I kept
Yeah,
throughout the
man,
day.
you
Look,
try to do the
you
stretch.
smelling yourself? But yeah, I'm just make sure I spill something on my shirt. Just trying to make sure. This ain't
Nah, man, I forgot to put on deodorant.
yeah, look, I ain't telling them that.
That's
Because if something stink, they're gonna be like, it's heavy.
That is-
That's
he
what I'm
does
thinking. they
But
gonna
I feel
think.
like it takes
Yeah.
longer for your breath to start stinking versus your underarm.
Nah, as soon as you wake up, think about.
I mean, you pop in the mint.
It ain't
one
gonna
of
cover
them
that much.
Listerine
Okay,
strips?
so you can still use mouthwash, and you're still allowed to take a shower.
Okay, then I'd rather not put on deodorant if I had to choose. But I'm doing that if you're.
In that case, all right, so if we can still take, like I said, if we can still take showers, I'll just take a shower.
right, I'm just
times
gonna
throughout the day.
knock it out.
But if you got to stay outside of your house 8 hours a day.
Who says you gotta stay outside? 8
Okay,
hours a day?
well, me and Anthony do it.
I'll say you don't.
We gotta go to work.
Who gotta stay outside 8 hours a day? I mean, I gotta work at night, but
Okay, so
You
say
got nobody.
you back on a rooftop,
up on the house top,
huh? You put on deodorant.
click click.
You going without deodorant if you were back on the
I
house?
forgot to put on deodorant a couple times up on the roof.
You don't care about your peoples. It's all right.
Anyway, let's
I
get
said,
to the
like,
main.
I
Let's get to the
Uh,
main.
keep
Shot,
the
go
main,
ahead.
The main
thing,
beat, the main
thing.
course.
Shaq, go ahead. You didn't say your answer though.
Oh yeah, what was your answer, Shaka?
I'll go a week without brushing my teeth.
Yeah,
You
that's what I'm
filthy.
talking about. Yuck mouth.
Yeah.
Oh,
teeth.
Only because I can use mouthwash.
Did you? Say, you know what?
I can
Team
use
Yuck
mouthwash.
Mouth. That's what he said.
I say that because
Yeah,
I
that's
know how
crazy.
I smell
Y'all gave
my
me
body odor is raw dog.
Listen, you got
and
to know yourself well
deodorant.
enough. Okay,
I
so
know myself very.
You know
well
what? All right, I was about to
Very
clown
well.
him.
You know,
But
listen,
listen, so self-awareness is key, man. If you know that you stink, like person, hey, I produce a lot of naturally not good smells.
I don't even
you gotta
be
stay on top of them.
You have to. And me working at a gym, I admire those people that I see drenched in sweat and don't stink. I'm like, bro, how do you do it?
How you do it?
well, a lot of people actually use deodorant multiple times throughout the day, though.
I have to.
I do not.
I do not. I'm good with
one-
3 swipes.
Three
Swipes,
swipes,
and I'm
Three
good.
Mine is if I'm doing a little 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm at
Now,
4.
do y'all
1, 2,
use
3,
the
4.
do y'all use the
I'm
powder?
good.
Or do y'all use the gel?
The
Powder.
antiperspirant?
Powder has to go powder.
I'm not
What's
using
the
antiperspirant.
That's the
That's
gel?
the white.
That's the clear stuff.
The white. No, the white is usually antiperspirant.
All right, so I use more than likely I use the gel. Then I use the gel, not the ones you gotta twist and it comes out, but like the
blue, like
The
Old
blue,
Spice.
like
yeah. So kind of like
with degree,
that
like the
texture,
blue. Okay, so
that
something.
texture. But
I don't like
do
those.
the powder because the powder rolls up in my underarm hair.
Oh,
and
you,
man, I
you
hate
get,
doing
you
that.
get the white naps.
Man,
Listen,
I
I'll
hate
take the white
those,
naps on the
man.
funk any day.
But that's usually only
But the
used
thing
for
is, the
people
other one
that
don't make me
sweat.
stink though.
If you don't sweat that much,
The other one don't make me stink. Even when I did roofing,
Yeah.
the other ones didn't make me stink.
So
Nah,
first,
I used the Harry's.
Hey, our first sponsor
Harry's
should be come
legit.
by. Hey, Degree, holla at us. We got you. We got a plug.
Harry's.
We got a
holla
plug
at us,
for you.
Harry's. Come on now.
But Harry's,
Harry's.
hey,
Harry's is the one.
I'm not using any of their products. Remember, I'm all Old Spice, Terry Crews.
Harry's is
I use
legit.
Old Spice.
Between
Old Spice,
their
man. I use
between their
Degree.
lotion, their body wash, even down to when they
be
got
honest with
shaving cream.
I'll be honest with you. I ain't never used no Harry's a day in my life.
Neither have
But if
I.
they want sponsors, I'll be interested in
Oh,
trying it.
I'll definitely use it.
I'll try it.
Let me use it.
Man, just give me 2 bottles a week and I'm good.
2 bottles?
You going through it like that? You
I mean,
stink.
Scar uses it too.
Nah.
You wearing deodorant already?
No, I'm talking about like body wash. They make body wash.
Oh.
I said 2 bottles of body wash.
You go through 2 bottles of body wash a week?
No, I mean Kari uses one. I use one.
But okay, do you use a body? You go through a bottle of body wash a week?
No, I don't go through a body wash a week.
I was saying, I said, bro, what is happening in your
my
house?
body wash be lasting me months.
Months,
on end.
plural.
Ooh.
Same.
Y'all just do a dab then.
No,
I use enough to lather up.
Yeah, another lather up. I got really good.
go.
I literally wash twice. You can wash twice.
Mine probably goes about I say 2 weeks.
That's it.
Dang.
I feel like I've been using the same soap for the longest time. That LaShonda
Also,
bought me
do
from
y'all
Bath
still
and
use
Body
bar
Works.
soap?
No.
I ain't,
You don't use bar
listen,
soap?
Yeah, no.
I ain't a poor.
Dang. Dang. Why you say like that?
I'm not a
I said
poor
these
man.
chicken government
I'm not a
cheese,
poor.
eh?
He said, I'm not a poor.
I'm not
That's
a poor.
Listen, I felt attacked. I got bar soap in mine right
I
now.
don't even use bar soap in my sink. Look,
Right.
Nah,
I got
I
liquid
do,
soap.
I do got liquid soap, but I can't tell you the last time I bought. I personally haven't found a good body wash that I absolutely love. I want to stick with it.
Harry's.
Nah, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, try Harry's.
Bro.
Harry's, holla at me. I'll try
You
for free.
just
out here.
need to go to Bath and Body Works.
Whoa,
You buy yourself with your wife because
Hey,
you don't
man,
even like it.
First, I don't even clean you like that. It just
Bruh,
put it
that's-
smell good.
Well, that's like
What
saying,
does
let's
any
go wash.
soap actually clean you?
It
though?
does.
Yes.
What soap is actually cleaning? Because what's really doing the cleaning is the exfoliation of the doggone washing cloth.
With the what? Soap?
Yeah.
The bar
so
soap?
as long as it gets sudsy and you got the exfoliation, then you clean, brother. Explain yourself, please. Keep it quiet, don't you want to. Hey, you get me right?
Nah, well,
You get me, people?
last week was Bakari.
Nah, man, soap is soap.
Oh my goodness. He said I'm not a poor. He said I'm not a poor.
You really got bar soap?
Oh, for sure. I got some of that right now.
Why?
Bar soap?
First and foremost, I did the cocoa butter one from the Dove. That smells amazing.
Use bar
Oh,
soap?
man, I bet your skin be sticky after
No,
using
I
that,
see
man.
I don't know.
My baby will pop.
I ain't gonna, the reason I don't like bar soap because I feel like it be drying out my skin too much.
So
though.
so it sounds like we all have clearly different types of
got
skin.
different
Yeah, so
'Cause
if it don't work for us, don't mean it's not right for him, though.
Right, because it does not dry my skin out in the slightest. Like just saying, I personally don't like the gel type. Like if I'm using that type of deodorant, like the gel type, the one you say that you like to use, I'm lit. Matter of fact, that I am poor. But that way, I have no monies and I need this type of deodorant is left. That's the only thing.
I'm using speed. I hear you. I using speed.
Listen, I swing on you right now. If I use
I'm
speed,
using Harry's though.
nah, fuck
The way
that.
you were saying it though, yeah, like I'm using speed.
Use that Dollar General kind. Hey, That's the kind they give out in schools.
Wow.
SB give you the bumps.
Bruh, remember when you was younger?
does.
Listen, all men. Again, this is why it's a men-based
Bruh.
podcast, and women listening to this are like, "What is happening?"
Yeah. Wow,
but
what's going on?
I don't know about you guys. I don't know if women deal with this, but when I first started using deodorant, my mom swore she got some kind from the Dollar General because she said I smell musty. I
She don't
needed
care.
it. I said, all right, cool. I don't know what know what deodorant is.
Deodorant's deodorant.
Boy, when I say I put this condom in my pits, what is this?
Listen.
Ice hot.
That's basically what she gave me was icy
Trying to
hot.
get percolated out here,
Listen,
man.
I remember actually I remember when I only had that kind as a teenager left. That's how you know. I said, Mom, I don't got no deodorant. She go upstairs. You got this whole stick right here. I said, no, I can't use that.
I would
She
not.
said, why can't you? She
not.
said, it's deodorant. It all work the same. I said, no, I'm just not. It burns. Literally burns my armpits. Literally. So she got, no, I'm not doing it. So I used it anyway. Again, walking around like this. Look, I literally, so at one point, I really tried to tough it out. At one point, I said, Mom, I can't do this. So I literally lift my armpits up. No joke.
Yeah.
It really was like peeling my skin. It had broken out so bad. And she's like, oh.
What you mean? Oh, I tried to tell you.
Well,
Mom.
black parents don't believe
They
you until a
don't
crisis
know.
happens. My mom didn't
Physical
believe me. I broke my
evidence.
collar, but my collarbone was almost sticking through my skin. She didn't believe me until the doctor literally says, "Yes, it's severed."
Rat-a-tat,
Oh,
and all the bones shattered.
Yeah.
That's wild record. So yeah, man, I think as adults, I don't know about y'all, but I'm afraid to switch my deodorant. Once you find one that works,
oh yeah, there's no need to.
I'm sticking.
No need
I
to.
go with the same one since
Every
day
single time.
one.
And if they raise the price on those, I'm still hot. Look, I'm living, but I'm still
I
gonna buy
use
it.
it like gas.
Right. It's crazy.
Price don't matter
The
out here
deodorant
like
price
that.
is going nuts. So I'm going to put this in the buggy though.
The gel deodorant and the white antiperspirant deodorant cost the exact same between the brands, though, at least.
Anyway, let's get to the real nitty gritty.
Oh, I know. We thought that was a real nitty gritty. Now the gritty real.
that was it?
That was not it. It ain't over, as that Kurt Franklin say.
ain't over.
It ain't over. Stomp. So, not to get off topic again, we're gonna wrap up the end of this year talking about some of the hard lessons, some of the good lessons, some of the tough lessons that we learned throughout the year 2022.
222.
Yeah, man. So number one thing that I learned this year, when we can keep it podcast specific, we can keep it personal. We can talk about our own personal relationships that we have with our wives at home. Anthony, you can talk about the one you have with your son. But for me, I learned that I have patience, but I thought I had patience like a monk, and I do not.
Humbled.
My patience.
When did you learn this?
This was just like
January 2nd.
Was it June? When Zola was born?
No, she was born.
She knows
a year
she's
and a
one
half
now.
ago.
Huh?
She's 1.5
now.
years old. I'm talking about lessons I learned this year.
Oh, just this year. All right.
Yeah, not lessons I learned over the past year and a half, but just this year, I learned that I'm a pretty patient man. You all can probably attest. You know, Shaka's a pretty patient dude.
You did try
But-
to slice throw it out. But go ahead.
He did.
First of all, that episode didn't make it to air, all right?
Yeah, it didn't,
we
actually.
never talked about that on air, so they don't even know about that. But I think just the culmination of dealing with, every year I feel like life throws something different at you. It's like, hey, you're on this new level of Mario. You got to deal with these new monsters. This year, it was like the level of the ghost. Every time you look at the ghost, he's still. Every time you turn your back, he's trying to get a little bit closer to you. You know what I'm saying? Got him. So this year, I learned that, I'm pretty good at life when it comes to patience. And I'm not even one to ask God for patience. I don't because, growing up in the church, don't ask God for patience because you know what you get when you ask God for patience? Test. So even without me asking for patience, I just feel like I've been tested and tested and tested. A lot of times I passed. A lot of times I've come to the realization, I'll be real with you, I have failed. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's just one of the self-realizations.
You only fail if you stop trying, though.
Okay, Coach Carter.
All right. Let's let you know.
I mean, I like that. So I failed in how I initially reacted.
Okay.
I won't say that I failed in the fact that I stopped trying because God's going to keep testing us. No matter how bad we don't think he's going to keep testing us. Sometimes he'll test you with different things. Sometimes he'll test you with the exact same thing. But I learned that my patience is not where I want it to be, even though I do still consider myself a patient man.
Okay.
No, I was gonna say, I
That's
think
good.
like with patience, because as y'all said that, when you say you ask for patience, and the reason why people don't ask for patience because God tested you. Well, isn't He going to test you regardless whether you ask or not?
True that too.
But I feel
So
like when you ask for it, you
maybe
give
when you
yourself
ask for
more
it,
notice to it.
you're just more aware of your surroundings now.
Way more aware.
Snap! And so every little thing that happens, Dad, because I asked for patience. But if you'd never asked for it, you'd have still been through the test. You would just been thinking about it differently. You'd have had a different perspective on the test versus as until now God's coming after me. Like God gonna really punish us because we asked for patience. Oh, he asked for patience?
I never see
I got something for you.
But not really like punishment, but we go through
we
a
talk
test.
about it as if
when
it's
we
a
go through a
punishment.
test,
Yeah.
what do we say? Yo, why is this
You gotta
happening
take
to
this
us?
test, man.
we over here trying to describe it like, yo, why are we being punished for this? That's what it sounds. That's what it's saying. You saying it without saying it. Put it that
But
way.
it's a lot of people. We sound like it makes it sound like God is punished when you ask for patience. So God is punishing you.
Yeah.
But if you're really going to really get technical, if you look into the fruit of the spirit, one of the fruits of the spirit is long suffering. We love is patient, love is kind.
Yeah.
We love that. We love that verse. It's beautiful to say at your weddings, but say what comes after that. But say really what comes out of all that stuff. And one of the fruits of the spirit is, like I said, long suffering. Long suffering means it basically says the reason this is because it creates endurance. Endurance to keep going, to be a husband, to be a father, and those things said forward. So I try not to look at those things as negative. Okay, God, he sees me fit that this fruit is showing up in my life, that he needs me to have this. So it's really God trying to give me a gift. Now, it's cool to say that in this context, in this sphere of greatness and podcasts and love and husband and fatherhood, but it's a whole different beast when you're walking through it as a husband and as a father, as a whatever we do in our daily lives.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I think to chime in to answer your question,
Yeah, mine.
the one thing I think that I can say if I'm having to correct going into 2023 is I have to be. I didn't do well, not with this change. Everybody says I don't do well with change. I don't really like sometimes sudden change, right? If that makes any sense. Like in football, we used to say, our coach used to always try all the time, we literally used to practice sudden change.
Yeah.
Literally, we'll get off the field and he'd be like, oh, snap. Offense doing interception, defense back on the field. Like without you, be like, what happens? But that could really happen. Yeah. When I say that there's a lot of changing, a lot of things are ongoing with my son that it felt like, okay, we're cool right here. We're floating along, just trying to make sure this boat doesn't sink. We're good. Everything's fine. But then I sense a certain change, maybe with his attitude or things that he's dealing with or what's going on in our house. And I'm like, God, like, I'm just trying to survive. I'm working all this particular time. If anything you can keep consistent, please let it just be that. If I could work on anything else, oh snap, this ain't screeching. Don't know what that was, but sorry. Look, podcast issues out here.
I
was like,
also we got teas in here, but one of the like I said, that was one of the things I realized I have to deal with.
Yeah.
Because naturally I don't. Again, we just talking about the same. We buy the same deodorant, the same type of socks. Yeah. Same whatever, the detergent. If it don't fix it, if it ain't broke. And sometimes I realize that I fix something. I think I fixed my, not intentionally, but I fixed God to this is, I'm so married to my plans and my ideas that I don't give him room to move and shape me and grow. If that makes sense.
Nah, I feel that.
Like, and it came to this year that he says, everything you prayed for, son, I've given, like, if you really look back, I gave you. Just because it doesn't look exactly like how you pictured and wanted it, it doesn't mean I didn't answer that. And I had to go back and revisit. It's not that God's trying to play this certain trick or anything like on us. Like you ask for, again, he's not trying to be mean to, if you ask for patience, he gives you problems. God's not like that. There's no evil way in him. So I have to really rely and think back, okay, he's the God of the universe. He knows my feelings. He knows my heart. He literally died for me. He chose to do that. He could have done it any other way, but he said, let's die for me. And he says, my ways are not your ways, Isaiah 55. My thoughts are not your thoughts. And I have to think, I was like, okay, if that's the case, Lord, because in my personal plan, I'm thinking about Anthony. I'm thinking about safety. The older you get as men too, I don't want to take up too much time, we think a lot about safety. Not in the sense of our bodies, but how do I become more financially secure so my family's safe? How do I become maybe more emotionally stable so I can be a more safe person to my family to come to and be?
Okay.
But my God is so good. He says, I know you want that, but I know how to get you there. But I think, but sometimes, Anthony, maybe it's releases control. I know how to get there too, Well, I think that I do.
Yeah.
Don't worry about Jesus. I got it. I got it.
My GPS says take me this way.
Take me this way. I clearly, it's easy. Is it not easier to go left rather than go left, right, left, right, left, right?
Yep.
But there's things you learn along the stop. Think about if you
don't see that speed check. That's you about to run into.
Right. Well, preacher. I don't see what Bakari say it again.
Look, you don't see that speed check.
I don't.
That you about to run into.
Right. Look, every time I've been late, I feel like I've been late trying to get to work on time. I'm like, God, I'm leaving on time. Why do you keep putting these slow people in front of me or behind me? I'm leaving. What is the problem? I'm snapping. He says, but you don't see that person could be drunk behind the wheel of a car, and the second you pass them, they're gonna freak out and actually crash into you and kill you.
That's it.
Or worse, look, there's actually a police officer up here looking to give one more ticket, and I know you financially may not be able to afford one because I know you be speeding, sir. I was like, oh, Holy Spirit, you're right. Let me just sit back down.
Every time.
You need to speak to that police officer, not me.
He said, I was trying to get him to go, but he said he's actually about to get off work, sir. If you just wait 2 more seconds to let him to pull out of this parking lot. He's like, oh, well, I didn't know all that.
I tell myself that every time I drive down that hill and I see the train, and I initially get peeved off every time I see it because I got to reroute. But I'm like, you know what, God? You must be doing something in me because I need to take this other route for a reason.
I need to calm down a little bit more.
Yeah, just
I'm tripping. But yeah, Bakari, so relating, I guess my thing is releasing control and being more flexible in doing if I want the Spirit of God to lead my life. It's a difference. I listened to a sermon the other day I sent y'all. And it hit me in the chest.
Man, listen.
Are we vampire Christians? I want God's blood and that's it.
That's it.
I want him to cover my sins and get me to heaven, but do I really want him to lead my life? That's a whole different setting. So that's my words say I want him to lead me, but my actions throughout the year said I don't want you to lead me. I want your counsel but I don't really want to take that as full law or leadership.
I feel that. I think to go along with like that sudden change that you were talking about, I think that when LaShonda got pregnant, I saw it going a whole different way because I was like, you know what? I'll be able to take care of Zola. I'll be able to take care of my wife and do all these things. Bakari, you might be able to attest to this since your wife is pregnant as well. Every way I thought it can go not awry but different, it did. So that when you're talking about working on your flexibility and working on just your ability just to be able to move with the ebbs and flows and to be able to release that control like you were saying.
Have my hands tight.
Whoo! I think moving forward, hopefully I feel like I have seen LaShonda in a new light and I love her even more now that she's pregnant, but learning how to deal with her, not deal with her, but learning how to be with her. It's not deal. You have the wrong choice of words.
I get you. I know she might see this.
Learning how to be with my wife and learning how to also raise a daughter while being with a pregnant wife. And men been going through this since the beginning of time, having multiple kids. It's different, but
you're experiencing that for the first time.
Exactly, and it still feels very new.
You got to experience that twice.
Crazy.
Bananas.
Wow, cause I know, like with me, that sudden change was bananas, especially with the fourth one.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Say it again.
Look, I'm gonna say with the fourth one. Look here, my fourth child out here, which I always knew I was gonna have a big family from the beginning. I knew that. I knew I wanted to have a big family, but like I said, it still hits different when you have 4.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about that sudden change, and mine was sacrifice. I'll go ahead and just transition into mine as we talk. Mine was sacrifice.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff I had to sacrifice, I had to sacrifice my thoughts, I had to start to realize that my thoughts is not the only thoughts.
Come on.
My decision is not all, my decision can get us there.
Yeah.
But does it really help out the team? Your decision might get us there, but you might sit there and sacrifice 2 people while you're trying to get there.
Come on.
So therefore, it's letting go sometimes and letting someone else ideas. That's the thing about a good leader. A good leader will sit there and sit back and let their partners or let their friend or let their wife or brothers, use their idea to progress forward. Just because some people need that win. If you keep telling somebody, man, don't worry about it, I got it, man, let me do this, let me do that, which I do.
Yeah.
Are you really up? Are you really sitting there lifting up your brothers? Are you really lifting up your wife if you're shutting her down the whole time?
Yeah.
So I had to learn to sacrifice that side of me and saying, no, it's going to work my way and let it happen my way and my way only. Because I know how to get it done. I've been doing this, so therefore I have to sit back. I need y'all to sit back and do what I say to do.
Yeah.
But then you want to get mad when they don't have the 100% attitude behind it. And now you're frustrated. And that was me.
Yeah. Oh,
now I'm upset because now nobody's doing it the way I pictured it. And because I want them to do it my way.
Right.
When really, like I said, it's multiple ways to get to 5. You can get to 5. Look, 3 plus 2, you can get to 5, 4 plus 1. You can get to 5 multiple ways.
That's true.
Doesn't mean it's wrong though.
Nope.
It's just you look at it different. Your perspective is different. And also, like I said, I had to learn just with sacrificing my life, sacrificing how I view my life, because, like I said, during this trial of this 4th baby, things change. You have to, everything has to upgrade. As in a sense of, like I said, some things were taken away to make room for something else. Mm-hmm. And which is dope because, like I said, situations have happened to where, I really had to sit there and go to God, like, I understand my decisions is the reason why I sat there and got myself in this situation. And I understand, why it was taken away, but I got 4 kids. I got 4 kids. I need this guy. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about praying, because how do I sit there and make this happen, without this item you gave me? I understand I misused it. I understand I took advantage of it. But I need it. So one of the things that, we don't see in the background is like I understand you misused it, son. Doesn't mean I hate you. Doesn't mean I'm sitting there punishing you. Son, I love you enough to forgive you, but if you just give me a second, I got something better for you.
Even better. Mm-hmm.
And we have to sit there, and I had to sit there and realize that even though we might just misuse something, God does not hate us. God does not sit there and hate us because we misuse something that he has given us. He wants us to learn from that.
Yes.
Right.
And then, like I said, he still has something better for us. The thing is, he always has something better for us.
He's a great father.
And that's why, like I said, he loves us so much to, one, discipline us, but also sit there when we figure it out to sit there and reward us with better than what we had. And that's what he's done for me. So honestly, like surrendering my thoughts, surrendering my ideas, surrendering my life to him, because in the end, he has something better. It don't matter what you have in your hand. You might have got it on your own, but I guarantee you won't be able to handle it for that much longer.
Right. I heard something said best. It was, if you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, group up with somebody.
That's it.
Or partner with somebody.
Yep.
And I am currently, and pray for me, was addicted to going in something fast.
Absolutely.
Meaning, is it faster for me to do it? Like you said, is it easier and faster for me to just pick up and do it versus empower and embrace? Like example, my son. Like saying for cleaning the house or cleaning dishes might seem something small.
Yeah.
But it's faster if I do them.
Yeah.
But how does that build him, and how does that help him learn certain disciplines as a man if I don't embrace him to do those things? So I kind of pick up with exactly what you're saying when you said that. And I know you don't mean in the sense when he says sacrifice, he doesn't mean none of his thoughts matter, none of his opinions matter. It just means that I'm not the only, like he said before, you're not the only one now that truly your opinion matters, your thought matters. And I think marriage, even if you're not married, I know a lot of people give marriage a bad name, but even if you're single and not married, let's say if you're with somebody but just not married, I think any relationship literally just prunes that process. And pruning's not stripping away. It literally, if you know anything about plants or horticulture, pruning means it makes more room for more abundance to grow, more fruit to grow. So it grows healthier, stronger, and more. And that's all that is during that season. That I had to do that too.
Dead leaves.
Believe me, because it don't feel good.
No.
It does not feel good. It's very humbling.
Oh yeah, and especially I can say even like with my kids, like you feel that you walked through life for 30 years. I'm saying 30 just because I'm 30. You walk through life for 30 years.
Yeah.
And then your kids sit there and they're trying to do something, but you're like, no, look, I already walked through this life. I understand. But at the same time, you shut your kids down what is that doing to them? Because the thing is, they still would have got to the finish line. It's not hurting them for them to try it their way.
No,
right.
It's not.
And like I said, you're also degrading them. You're also teaching them to doubt their thoughts.
Oh yeah.
So let me not, and you get frustrated when your kids always ask you questions. Hey, Dad, can I ask you a question? Can I use the bathroom? Hey, Dad, can I go get a drink from the refrigerator? So I mean, like I said, and I realized like I've done that because I figured since I walked this earth long enough, and it's because it's because it was done to me.
Absolutely.
Because how many times they say, "Boy, you don't know what you're talking about."
You don't.
Yeah.
Or you try
That's
to do
what they
something.
said.
No, I need you to do it this way.
Oof.
And I'm still checking myself
Listen,
on
I
it.
said, I heard a bunch of stuff in my mind. All I heard myself telling Isaiah, bro, what are you doing?
Yep.
What are you doing?
No, do it
And
this way,
dude,
man.
bro. I just
You
told
working too hard.
Bro, that is work smarter, not harder. I literally heard a montage in my mind of me saying all those things to my son.
But just
And
imagine.
look, you know what? Lord forgive me. You know we will get it right though.
But just imagine if we was to let them make that decision and let them know that their thoughts are valued, because then that's what creates leaders in the world. You when your son goes to college, I'm gonna say if my son goes to college and I keep making him think on this level, I'm not gonna be there when he goes to college.
True.
I'm not gonna be there even when he's in high school trying to make decisions. He can't call me up and say, "Dad, hey, what do I do?" Granted, I will still answer, and I can say if he wanted to. But at the same time, I want my son to be able to manage his life and to know that his thoughts are correct. Your thoughts are valuable. So therefore, I don't want you to feel that you have to rely on somebody else's thoughts, because that's how, and like I said, I'm going biblical, that's how the devil will seep in.
Absolutely.
Not everybody's tuned in with God. So therefore, if you're seeking somebody who is not godly and you're seeking their thoughts pertaining to your life decisions, they're going to lead you down the wrong path. Sorry. So therefore, I need my son to understand that his thoughts, I need my daughters to understand that their thoughts are valued. And I have to learn to step back as a leader and a father and observe their thoughts. Yeah. Because the thing is, people were older than Jesus. And they followed him though, didn't they?
Yeah.
They had to lay down their thoughts.
Yeah.
His thoughts were greater than their thoughts. And sometimes it's hard to say. Sometimes our kids' thoughts are better than our thoughts. Our kids know how to do better math than we know how to do. Guarantee you can't do. Look, we can't do our kids' math problem right now if we tried.
Listen, there was one section that I was flowing in, but the other one I'm like, Lord, give my son wisdom and abundance of it, because I don't know how to help him in this math. Any other subject, I got you.
Yeah.
Math right now.
So I would say for sure, the things that I'm learning is sacrifice.
Okay, what is one thing? Okay, to shift it in a positive note a little bit more.
What
is the thing? A positive thing that we kind of share that we picking up, and maybe you can still technically use that. But what is something more tangible or positive that you felt like this year has maybe sparked inside you, birthed, or something to give you more, like something more positive that you can think of?
I'll start this one. I think one positive thing that I've taken from this year is spending time with, I won't call you all friends because y'all are my family, but spending time with family that doesn't have to necessarily be blood is a necessity for your mental.
Ooh, yeah.
To spend time with other people outside of your family, to get away. I don't consider if you got an 8-hour job that you go to, I don't consider that getting away because you're there to do a job.
Right.
But like how I had wrote on my cell phone, that our presence around each other is truly a gift that we should not be taking not advantage of, but we should be taking full advantage of our presence with each other. Because if we look back over the last 6 months we've been doing this, ish, about 5-6 months,
roughly about 6 months.
We spent a lot of time together, and we probably have more B-roll film than we actually have podcast film. But all that time that we have spent together has literally built up our friendship, our brotherhood, our manhood, our fatherhood. Everything about us has grown because we have been able to set time aside and use each other as therapy, use each other as laughs, use each other as just sounding boards. It's like, hey, man, let me just get this off my chest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So our presence with each other is our true gift.
I didn't think of it like that, but You're right. I think that is something, and again, maybe it's something for you guys. Maybe it's therapeutic in this sense. Maybe we won't call it. We're not therapists here. Let's not put that out
Absolutely, yeah.
But when I say it says,
amen to that.
Confess your sins to one another that you may be healed. It just really means kind of like talk to one another.
Yeah.
Talk to about what's really bothering you, what's really going down, what are you really thinking. You know, we do sound positive. We are having a great experience with our children, but sometimes you're like, whew, I don't know.
I want to get away.
I want to fly away. But my thing I think I took away from this year is like you said, not being present with just, I'm thinking specifically be more present to my family. And like you said, my family, my friends, like physically, I'm here with you guys.
Yeah.
But sit back. There's not many people on this planet may not have friends like this. They don't have a platform like this.
Absolutely.
They're not in the same situation with some people wish they had this situation with their children, right? Some people just don't. Some men out there don't get to see their kids. Which is crazy. But mine is, because sometimes, like you said, I said it before on the podcast, I get so far ahead of being so concerned with my security and my good, or we're going to be okay or whatever, rather than just be in the moment. My son brought something up to me during this week. Daddy, you remember when we did X, Y, and Z? I'm like, no, I don't remember that. And I got to thinking, I was like, well, yeah, how did I forget that? That was a good time. Yeah. And I was like, Anthony, how'd you forget that? Probably because I get so overwhelmed when I'm at work thinking about, is this a job for me? Is this what God all you have me to do? I'm asking a million. While I'm at work, I'm mentally somewhere else, and when I get home, you're mentally sometimes somewhere else, 100%. And it's literally putting it one day at a time. It's like, okay, Lord, you say that you told me I didn't come to you and ask this. You say you have me and my well-being already taken care of. Before I was born, before my parents were born, that's what you told me. So can I truly, and this again, this is what I believe, and this is what I have to tell myself too, is lay down. God has you. It's okay, Anthony. You've got this far. Yes, I know there's areas in your life that you felt like were unfair. You had to fight harder, than other people. You had to work harder than other people. Yeah. And I know I know what really is close to your heart. Trust me with it. And I want, in the meantime, go in there and just play the video game with your son. That's all that's almost what it takes. Sometimes go in there. Ministry happens. It's not just sometimes, and I do think it's important, of speaking the word over your children and to your children and into their hearts. But ministry is literally just sitting around, talking, laughing. It's amazing how many like inside jokes from TV or shows that me and my son have that we clown around together, or literally we was in the gym, right? Yeah. We're working out, and we've been trying to get up, trying to get his muscle up out here. We going to the league. Good luck. But there was a song that came on in the weight room. Yeah. And I said, you hear that song? And we started yelling it at 5 o'clock in the morning, screaming that song.
Kicked out.
Again, look, they were going to kick us out. Look, we had a good old time. And I was like, that's awesome. Like, I mentally thought myself, we're working out. But I said, these right here, that's the moments. Like, it's not hitting a certain contract or a certain number on your account, but these right here, that's awesome. And that's what I think I want to do more of with my family and my mom and my sister. Because, we all work, we all do a hustle, but me spending more time with them rather than apart.
I like that. And be intentional about getting those memories on your phone, or where you take pictures, videos, so that way you have the memory in your mind, but to be able to go back 10, 20, 40 years from now and be able to experience Isaiah as the 12-year-old he is now.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I hated my mom she took so many, she still does. I just hate going anywhere with her because I know we're gonna take 100 pictures. Yep. But literally, how many times we've been, boy? Look, come on, boy, sit up. Stand right there. Look, smile. Hey, and say hey, Chi. I'm like, and then I'm like, come on now. It's all mom. But now I look back and she has a whole, I call her wall of fame of all the pictures of people. I'm like, when was this?
Wow.
Look, she got pictures of us together. I didn't know she took, or that I don't remember us taking. But they go, like I said, those memories that we created and stuff are eternal. So those are awesome. Sorry, Bakari.
ain't gotta apologize, man. Look here, you giving your testimony.
This is.
But now I would say me, which it kind of I guess piggybacks off of both of y'all's, like with spending time, but mine has just been life in general. So some of the great things I guess I got to experience throughout this year. I'm talking to the mic in.
Nah, you wasn't. It wasn't showing up.
I'm looking this way.
Look,
I'm looking this way, but I'm talking here.
how are you looking this way? But it
I'm
wasn't showing up
direct,
on here.
I'm looking at the mic at an angle though.
But it wasn't
But
showing
I'm
up.
here.
You know what, Brittany?
It's still showing.
Hey, Brittany, I'm gonna ask
Go
Brittany
ahead.
if you listen to it again. Can you
It's
hear
still
him?
showing.
Hey, because one of the people you got to turn the volume up with. We apologize. We trying to get that fixed.
Look, okay, look. Now. Y'all want a brother? Brother here
We
now.
don't want you to scream, man.
Brother here now.
We don't want you to scream,
Hey,
man.
man, they got to turn the volume down.
Relax.
But let me clear my throat. I didn't want to say that.
Let
in the
me
mic.
clear my throat.
But one of the things I got to experience today, well, not today, but this year, was life in general through all the ups and downs. I think it really confirmed how good God has been in my life. Yo, I went back to school. That was a big leap for me in itself, which I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it. So I did school on top of being a husband, on top of being a father, on top of
kids,
on top of doing a podcast.
Come on,
on top of working.
come on.
Come on now.
Bro, when I say that I've been successful in all of those,
Let's go.
never all of
never
those.
lost.
Never lost.
When I say, bro, I have look. My first semester in summer, I had all A's.
Sheesh.
This semester, I have A's and B's. Still passing.
Still
Still standing.
Bruh, when I say that going through everything, and if y'all think I'm just saying this because it was easy, because it was light work, wrong.
Absolutely.
Wrong.
Look, I've seen the PowerPoint.
I'm
I saw
telling
it
you right now, battling with kids, trying to study, battling with kids, your wife wanting to spend time with you,
Yeah.
making sure that you still go to work so you can pay bills, making sure, like I said, I'm still here every single day consistently to give you, so we can give y'all content, to make sure, like I said, we keeping up the house. I ain't gonna say it ain't been perfect on the house. So you gotta make a sacrifice somewhere.
You right?
Hey, man.
Listen,
But what I'm trying to say, look, it told me right then and there, there's nothing I can't do.
Absolutely.
That's what I learned throughout this podcast and learned throughout this year.
Sorry, keep speaking, brother.
But my fault. I just wanted to make sure we was gonna cut off.
All right,
but
yeah.
one thing I learned throughout this year was, truthfully, there's nothing I can't do.
Right.
There's nothing I can't do if I set my mind to it. And like I said, once again, pray to God first.
Yeah.
But even if it's not what God wants, I know He would direct me in where He needs me to go. But truthfully, I can say, has it been hard? Yes. Did I make it through it? Yes.
That's it.
Was it worth it? Yes. Still worth it.
Always
Yes.
worth it. I think life's ability, your natural ability to juggle different things, and when God gives us something else to juggle, and you just catch it and you just start juggling it, and then at that point you're like, I already got 5 things to juggle. God, you know what? Here, take this, and you just like, you know what? Okay, if He thinks I can do it, I'm gonna keep juggling, and God will somehow give you like 10 things to juggle at once, and you just like, when you were juggling those 3 things, the 10 that you were juggling now seem impossible, but
Right.
you're doing it.
But look back at the look. If you look back, man, just 3 balls.
Yeah.
That was easy.
Light work.
But I mean, truthfully, like I've been so amazed, and I said, just looking back, because the reason why I said I'm gonna piggyback off what y'all was saying, I didn't realize how much I needed this during that time.
Absolutely.
Right.
That
Same.
getaway.
Just
I didn't realize how much I needed to spend time with my kids.
Yeah.
Like what you were saying, the separation with your son, playing video game, like I said, playing football. Even though, like I said, I might have homework, I might sit there and have a test coming up. Car asking, you want to play Madden, or you want to play football. So I really don't want to, but like I said, it's some of those times where you just sit there and say, you know what, let's go play. Let me get away from this.
Yeah.
And doing that. So, even going through all these things, God gives you people in your life to sit there and to help you to make it through. It's like those checkpoints. Or matter of fact, those rest areas. When you really got to use the bathroom.
Yep.
There's a rest area right there. All right, cool. Look, I needed that. Just to keep going to the next stop.
He knows, like I said, he's so good that he gives us rest when we need it.
Yes.
But also, like, I think he also gives you the wisdom too to prioritize of an ability to say no. Like I said at the very beginning of the year, I think I'm gonna adopt this from here on out too. The word no is a complete sentence from here on out. No. I used to have real anxiety about when I'm about to tell somebody no. I would create a whole story and a half of why I'm about to tell you no because because you want to ride with the store with me. Nah, I really can't because I gotta do X, Y, Z. But really, because I don't want to hurt their feelings. But now it's just no, like it's not. That's not important to me.
I
no.
just want to stay at the house.
If you want to keep it real with me, like example would be they asked me last year, why didn't you? We went to talk about going to the Winterfest conference. Last year, and everybody's like, did you go last year? I said, no. Why didn't you go? Somebody asked me, why didn't you go? I said, I didn't want to. You didn't think? I said, no. I ain't gonna lie. I was literally working from sun up to sundown with just me and Isaiah, and he was going to there. I was going to use his as him to have a spiritual walk. I really wanted to see what was going to happen without me. Versus, also, I need to rest. I didn't want to be up to 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning dealing with kids in a cabin for the weekend to turn around come Monday to do that. I didn't say all that, but I said, nah, I just didn't. Nah, I don't want to go. Look, so I said that. But
like I said, what they say, to each his own. And I think that's one thing, like I said, we had to realize as well that we had to realize just because you went and somebody else didn't go don't mean that they didn't make the right decision.
Right. Come on now.
That decision, look, my man made that decision based off his life and his choices. If he wanted to stay at the house, they don't make him wrong for wanting to stay at the house and relax.
At the house.
My man wanted to stay at home, relax.
If you want to go to Taylor's, go to Taylor's.
Tell brother you want to go to Taylor's.
Taylor's.
But nah, that's one. Like I said, that's one thing I really enjoy just about life, and that's what I'm starting to enjoy now. Like truthfully, but I about told the boys today I didn't want to record.
He did tell us actually.
He talking about how about did.
He did tell us.
Look, because when I told him I just got done with school.
Yeah, I said we hear.
Look, the house was clean.
Oh,
look, this was the first weekend I didn't have homework. I didn't have to go to work this weekend. Just got a lazy boy.
He said, I'm trying to be lazy in that boy.
Man, when I say, look, before I even came here, I sat down that thing, and look, within 2 minutes, your boy was KO'd, though.
35.
Listen.
Brittany had to wake me up and say, hey, you got to record a podcast. I was about to look at her. No, I don't.
Look, what podcast?
Look, what podcast? Forget the people. Nah, man, I got up. But truthfully, it's just making those decisions. And don't make those decisions sometimes you want to be selfish. But if you know, like what Anthony said, prioritizing.
Yes.
If I would have missed this, how would that have affected us? If I said that,
I mean, it wouldn't have been. Sometimes a decision is a decision, like you said with your kids.
Because when I say prioritize or be more strategic, because I know I got to work Monday night. Right. Yeah. So if I would have recorded Sunday, that means I wouldn't have had as much rest as I need to wake up on Monday feeling refreshed.
That's true.
So being strategic. Let's record today. Tomorrow I get my relaxed day.
Yeah. And we're almost done here in a second too, which is crazy to finish that up. But again, we also spent probably 2 hours trying to get set and cracking up and getting those moments of time to getting to what's good, what's up in week's been all right.
Do you know what it's like to go home to my wife every time we record a podcast and she's like,
yeah, I do.
Just an hour and a half,
do.
Huh?
Look, I do every single time I do.
Look, first of all, you're more able to tell me the fact you keep believing me when I say an hour. That's on you.
But I really be believing it. Hey, I say let's try this one.
I try to say 2 hours, but then we go long. I even sent a message. What I say? Hey man, I'm gonna come record, but I can't be there no 4 hours though.
Yeah,
well, it's 4 hours.
Who was the last one here? Who was the last one here? Showing up late
because I was asleep. I ain't gonna lie. I was the last one, but I was asleep. I like look, do I feel guilty for it? No,
you should though.
No.
But
I told myself, look here, I wanted to spend time with the wife this weekend. Look.
And we're going to be able to do that. Let's go ahead and get ready to wrap this up, guys. Again, we learned so much from doing this podcast.
Yes.
Growing, honestly, a lot of it really trying how to do it, how to make the mistakes.
Absolutely.
We made a lot.
But I think we got to learn so much about each other.
True that.
Within doing this. We see how each other work, and we see how, like I said, we work under pressure.
And again, I'm always encouraged.
We don't fold.
Look, fold, Drake.
Yeah, Drake. You don't be folding out here.
I don't know. Different pressures that we haven't been introduced yet, we fold.
Oh, listen.
But it's because we haven't been introduced to it yet.
Yeah.
So
I think that we bend, but we've never broken. I say we've never broken
we
because
origami
we've given these people episode every single Monday from the time we started.
Yep. And that's one thing we said with us.
Might be late some days.
No,
it's never
we
been
just say Monday. We never tell them that we're gonna upload at 7 o'clock
Monday.
on Monday. We just you gonna get it sometime on a Monday.
Monday morning usually.
Yeah.
But again, we're gonna say we've had an amazing time. We love you guys.
Loved it.
See this. I think this marks the end of season
No,
one.
nah. This
Is
ain't gonna be the
season
end. Nah, this ain't gonna be the end of season 1. We still gotta talk about that.
Oh, so we're debating.
I don't know if I
Again,
like
it
this.
could be up in the air.
Yeah.
But again, by the time, well, we do gotta have something new and fresh and funky. By the time this one drops, the next one will be the day after New Year's, right?
It'll be a whole new calendar year
So
next
it's
time
a
y'all see
challenge?
us.
23.
So I think in the comment section, I know my mother will do this, and I know Anthony's mom will probably do. Leave us what you have learned this past year.
Yeah,
Please.
that's good. That's good.
Let us know, because sometimes whenever you all tell us what you learned throughout the year, it can also be like, oh yeah, I also learned that as well.
True that.
And it's also good to see y'all's perspective.
reflection.
And it gives us topics to talk about as well.
We love it.
I
We
love
love
it.
it.
I love it.
But again, Shaka, go ahead and take us out. What's your normal?
Welcome to we're finishing up another episode of Pops and Socks, where I'm bald headed, he faded, he dreadlocks.
Yes, sir.
It's been real.
Again,
Yeah,
Happy
yeah.
New Year. By the time this one drop, again, we don't. No, yeah, actually, yeah. By the time this one drops,
No, I thought
Yeah.
this would be.
It'll be the day after Christmas.
it'll be after
Day
Christmas.
after
But then the week
Christmas.
after that one is what?
the 2 days after. So enjoy your New Year's, and we'll talk about our New Year's on the next episode.
I don't know
all
where
right?
we
Yes,
at.
sir. Bacardi Long.
I don't
Sorry,
know where
don't
we at.
worry. Don't worry about it.
Hey man, give me my theme music.